How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I use this showdown glitch in order to unlock 15 of the Season 2 Team Affinity Diamonds so far, and I'm going to be explaining how to skip to the final boss in this showdown and complete it each and every time. So let's go ahead and get into it. The showdown for Season 2 is a little bit more challenging than the first season, simply because these players are a lot better, right? They're much higher in overall. They have much better attributes, and some of them throw 100 miles per hour. A lot of them have the outlier quirk or throw very hard. So keep all of those things in mind. But I have been able to assemble at least a team full of these cards, including the bullpen, right, with both Season 2 and Season 1 Team Affinities. But I wanted to explain exactly how I was able to skip to the final boss and score 13 runs without earning 15 outs. Okay, and this method is very easy. It is at sometimes challenging, but there are a lot of factors that go into completing this each and every time. And the main factors are confidence on the pitcher, energy for the pitcher, as well as your team's power attributes, speed attributes, and your ability to get base hits. Okay, so this is my progress so far on some of these Team Affinities. I've been buying and selling cards on the market as I do this to try and make some stubs. My stubs have been fluctuating. You need about 500 stubs to enter this draft, but you earn 1,000 for completing the final showdown. And of course, you don't have to skip to the end, right? It's just the fastest way to complete these. Other than the exchanges, other than the team missions, those are definitely ways to complete this, but this is certainly faster than the conquest map. Okay, so what I'm going to do is draft players that I like to hit with, number one, but also players that have really good power attributes, some players that are fast, but we're going to rely on our reserves for the speed in terms of these auto-generated players. Now, if you notice, rewind the video and take a look at the perks I'm drafting. The perks that have a specific inning type of situation, those are always active. When you're in a showdown, there's no innings. It's all based on outs. And when you're skipping to the end, you can put players out of position. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right here. I'm just going to hit over and over again. And that's another thing, if you're brand new to this showdown, the runners don't reset either. So you really want to try to avoid hitting into double plays. Double plays and strikeouts will significantly increase the pitcher's confidence. But there is a way to lower the pitcher's confidence down almost immediately as soon as you get into the final showdown. So we skip to the end, right after I assemble my team, put some speed on the bench, and I'll explain why all of those factors are important. But here we're going to take second base. The opponents are not going to cover the bag until you score 8 runs. If you have 7 runs or less, you can steal both second and third. I'm going to quickly show you an example. But the reason why you want to do this is, number one, to avoid the double play. And also, if you swing at a bad pitch, you're able to manufacture a run where each out you record is at least useful. It's lowering the pitcher's confidence, which is the most important thing. I notice when you have the confidence, they'll throw you fastballs right down the middle. The opponent's defense will not be as good, right? They won't make the diving plays on defense as often with the confidence is lower. There's just a lot of factors that go into this type of thing, right? We are able to score 2 runs, lower the pitcher's confidence a little bit. This third baseman makes a throwing error. Now, there are some perks that make it more likely for that to happen, but I don't have any of those activated. We have a quirk that helps us hit pitches down the middle, and then also an exit velocity that's always active in the 7th inning or later. Well, we only have 14 outs. We're trying to swipe as many bags as possible, but that perk is constantly active, and it is going to help, right? Exit velocity, contact boosts are the best ones to pick. Okay, so I am able to kind of get something going here. This is an interesting strategy, right? I might have been able to score on this ball with 62 speed, but I don't want to quite yet because I want to be able to take second. Once I score that 8th run, the opponents will start to cover the base. I would never be able to steal with 35 speed Johnny Bench. So there are some strategies that go into it. I've actually gone back to third when I had 7 runs because I'm trying to get a couple people in scoring position. Now, here in this situation, it works out. I'm able to score, manufacture the 8th run, hit a 2-run shot with Gavin Lux. The most important thing about that is the fact that once you score 9 or 10 runs, it's hard to tell sometimes because if you score multiple, I'm unsure. But with that said, the pitcher's confidence will randomly spike a little bit. If you're able to get even just one base hit and score a run, then that pitcher's confidence will go all the way back down. And that's exactly what happened here. We hit a home run with Chris Bryant, then a home run with Ronnie Mauricio, and we were able to complete it. Now, I'll take you through a couple other times that I was able to complete this. So far, I've completed this about 30 times. I'm about halfway finished, obviously, and you need about 60 of these if you are doing this no money spent, no exchanges, just showdown based. I have made a couple of videos talking about this showdown method, and this is by far the easiest type of showdown we've had in MLB The Show since they've implemented it in last year's game. They did not allow you to just steal and swipe bags each and every time. You had to kind of just hit and score all these runs, and I was able to do that as well. I've posted a video this year how to complete Team Affinities fast, but this is different, right? This is beating Showdown over and over again using this steal glitch or using this type of base running glitch in order to really take advantage of not striking out, not hitting into those double plays, not allowing the pitcher's confidence to increase. And you will beat this, right? You will beat it. They'll throw you pitches down the middle. You can do this. A lot of people have told me that they have never beat Showdown before, and then they use this type of method, and they're now beating it, and they're able to unlock these free diamonds, no money spent. They're grinding out the game, and that's what you want to see. I'm just trying to help out as many people as I possibly can. But here in this situation, right, we are able to get Nelson Cruz onto second base. And this might be a situation where you go to your bench and you bring out some of that speed that you have there just to try and score. But in this situation, I felt pretty confident that I would be able to score that run regardless. The next batter hit a 2-run shot. That's a walk-off. And I've honestly used this method to complete Showdown over probably around 90 times this year. Maybe a little bit less just because I have done a couple of those exchanges. But there's been times where I'm testing this out and I'm also failing this. It doesn't happen that often, but that's because I really try and stay patient. I really try to, take the pitch where it's pitched and hit it to that side of the field. And this kind of helps you, right? You have to be precise. It's kind of a good way to practice the game. Even though it's on veteran difficulty, it is a little bit challenging at times. I'll say that for sure. If you record several outs in a row, it might be best to just reset. If you face a pitcher that you don't necessarily want to face, like Garrett Crochet or maybe the other pitcher, Edward Cabrera, who has outlier as well, you can forfeit the run, you can redraft the team, and hopefully match up against a different pitcher that you feel more comfortable facing. But with that said, I'm College Lefty, and hopefully I was able to help you unlock some of these Season 2 Team Affinities. Peace out.